Yo, what's up, YouTube? We're back, and guess what? We're 4 days away from the almighty letting the stubs run down. Run down? Rain down? I don't care, we're getting rich. 4 days away from the roster update. We're gonna be making millions of stubs. I posted a couple videos already. Who to invest in, how to invest, blah, blah, blah. Let's get rich, right? Today, we're gonna talk about the stats. We already have the math, we have the science, we know who to invest in. But who's actually getting the upgrade? Who's been performing well in real life? Who's getting boosted? Where are the stubs being made? So we're going to go player by player. We're not going to get every player because honestly, I don't care. Some of these guys like Manoah, you're a disappointment to your family. He's getting downgraded. Correa forgot how to hit in the offseason. I don't know. Correa, he ain't going diamond, boys. Do not invest in Carlos Correa. But we're going to go through some of the players that I think are getting boosted, some of the players that might not be getting boosted, some of the controversial players. Starting things off with a not-so-controversial player, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Vlad, he's already 3K. He's an 84 overall. Clearly everyone thinks he's worth a diamond card at this point in the game. He's usually overpriced regardless of his overall, but I think he deserves an 85 at least. He might even go 86, but I think they'll hold off on that because he usually fluctuates between gold and diamond quite consistently in years past. He's hitting 387 with a 473 OBP, and he's been raking for the Blue Jays. He's been a bright spot on the team along with Matt Chapman, who we'll get into later. Not going to spoil anything, you know what I'm saying? But Vlad, he's the first guy from gold to diamond this season for sure. Another name I want to touch on is Andreas. I don't know, bro. Andre Munoz, all right? He's quick sell value. I know nothing about this guy. This guy could be like, you could call this guy could be called Mickey Mouse. And I'd be like, I don't care because like he's quick sell. He's quick sell and he's only pitched 3.1 innings this year, but he hasn't given up a run and he has 3 strikeouts. So he's averaging 1 strikeout per inning. He's not getting boosted to diamond with 3 innings pitched, that's for sure. He needs like at least probably 7, 8, 9, 10 more innings to even get considered. But I'm just saying, a quick sell card who hasn't given up any runs this year, you never know what happens in the future. Oh boy, Supercharged Lindor. I don't care, bro. I don't care. I want the Mets to lose. I'm a Phillies fan. I want the Mets to lose. Speaking of the Mets, Mr. Pete Alonso. Now, with what I just said, you might be like, yeah, he's not going diamond. I do think Pete Alonso might go diamond. I think somebody asked in the comments, do I think Pete Alonso is going diamond? I didn't think so at the time because his batting average was sitting around like 230, I believe. But he's been tearing it up. His last 7 games, he's been hitting 308. Last 15 games, 286. 420 OBP in his last 7 games. And the main stat, Pete Alonso this year is 16 for 60, which brings him to a batting average of 267. That's all right, right? 8 of those 16 hits are dingers. He's going yard every at bat, honestly. So Pete Alonso, the power. He has 8 home runs. He might be one of the league leaders in the MLB in home runs this season. I don't feel looking it up. You guys can look it up yourself. I'm here to make you rich, all right? I'm not here to do everything for you. But Pete Alonso, I do think he deserves a chance of going diamond this update on Friday. Then we got a guy like Will Smith. Will Smith, he's hitting 333. He only has 39 at-bats, though, and that's the thing. The volume of 39 at-bats scares me. I do think that, like, 333, if he's hitting 333 next update, he should go diamond, but right now, I just wouldn't make my bet of Will Smith going diamond. They're usually pretty conservative. Last season, it used to be every 2 weeks was a roster update. This season, it's every 3, so hopefully they're less conservative. Hopefully they're really focusing on every single card and changing every single person the way that they should. But I don't think Will Smith should be going from 84 to 85 this update, even though he's had a really good start to the season. I just don't think it's there yet. Then we got a guy like Josh Hader. Now, Josh Hader, he has 4 saves, I believe, this season. He's been pitching very well. He's only given up 1 run in those 7 innings pitched. So his ERA is really good. It's a 1.29 ERA. But 7 innings, I don't see 7 innings being enough volume so far to get him a +1 in this update. If he can get 1 or 2 more saves, maybe 2 or 3 more innings pitched by Friday, maybe. I mean, there's not many good lefty relievers in the game that are diamond. In fact, I'm not even sure if there is one that's like a diamond reliever that's live series. So the SDS might look at that and be like, you know, they have Helsley, Class A, but there's no actual, you know, supercharged. What am I saying? Freaking Bo Bichette. Come on, get off my screen. But there's no good high overall lefty relievers in the game right now. So they might kind of, take that in consideration when they're looking at everything. So Josh Hader, honestly, I wouldn't bet on him yet. I think that there's already enough cards that can go diamond with Pete Alonso, Vlad, and whatnot. So I wouldn't do that this update, but there's definitely a large possibility. Julio Urias. People think he's going from 83 to 85. Now it's a big jump, and I don't see it. I don't. I'm sorry. Now Julio Urias, he's had an insane start to the season. He has a 1.9 ERA in 23.2 innings pitched. 23 innings pitched. He's only given up 5 runs, and he's averaging about 1 point something strikeouts per inning. So really good start to the season. Do I see an 83 to 85? I don't. I see 83 to 84. The potential's there again, but last start, I think the last start really hurt him yesterday on Sunday. 5.2 innings pitched against the Cubs. Gave up 8 hits. 8 hits. That's the thing that worries me. He didn't really have the best start. He gave up 3 runs, only 2 earned, but still not the best start to close out the roster update period. I don't see him going to diamond. I see him going 84. Zach Gallen. Zach Gallen? Zach Gallen. That's hard to say. Say it yourself. Zach Gallen. I don't know, man. I'm not, what am I, a speech therapist? I see him. I look him up, right? Let me check his ERA. Quick little 3.3 ERA. What the? Give up 4 runs, 4 earned runs versus the Padres a couple weeks ago. And then he had 2 bounce back starts against the Brewers and the Marlins. He had 5 hits in his last 14 innings pitched. So that's really good. That's where the ERA came down. He was at an 8 ERA a couple weeks ago. Now he's on 3.3. I definitely see him, the diamond potential. But he's already 2,700. He's 83 overall. I don't see the 83 to 85 jump. I see maybe an 83 to 84 jump. I don't think he's going to log another start before Thursday. Thursday is usually the day they finalize the update, so they're ready to implement it the next day. I wouldn't jump on this Zach Gallen train. I could be wrong, but I think it's too early for him. I think wait a little bit, and we'll see what happens in the future. Going to another guy. What's his name? Felix Bautista. Am I missing him? Where's he at? Felix. There he is. Felix Bautista. So Felix Bautista, I don't even know who it was. Must be new. Maybe I'm a noob, right? This guy, he's striking everyone out. He has 7 innings pitched, 7.2 innings pitched. He's got a bunch of saves, 4 saves, and in 7 innings pitched, we'll call it 8 because it's 7.2. In 8 innings pitched, he's got 16 strikeouts. He's averaging 2 strikeouts per inning. 8 strikeouts, probably not enough to make him go diamond, but I see him going 83 to 84. And if he keeps it up, definitely diamond potential for sure. One thing to look out for, if he goes 84 and he's quick sell, I might jump on that train, try to make double the stubs, because his price will drop if he goes to 84. I think it'll be 1,500 for a little bit. I'll buy some of those, scoop those up, and hope he goes diamond. Another guy we're going to look into. Ooh, and if you've been following the channel, this is a big one right here. Where is he? Dansby. I'm talking about Dansby Swanson, all right? I don't know where he is. We're going to type him in. But Dansby Swanson. Dansby Swanson's been raking this season. He has a 358 batting average, and I think he's got a really good shot to go diamond. Now, only 53 at-bats in the season. Like I said, I'm skeptical of them making 83 to 85 overall jumps. He's been a diamond in the past, and if anyone deserves a diamond, it's him. He's got, a lot of hits. He's got a really good OBP. Not that many strikeouts, except for the 7. He had a pretty big consecutive streak of strikeouts, as someone in the comments pointed out. But I think that Dansby Swanson deserves a look at. I'm not biased, I promise. Maybe a little bit. He's probably going 84, right? He's probably going 84. The market even dictates. I think that's what they think. But he's had a hot start to the season. Diamond potential. Probably an 84 this update. Next guy we're going to talk about is a Dansby Swanson type of player, actually. We got Mr. Xander Bogaerts. Xander Bogaerts, man, that Padres team is going to be solid once Tatis comes back. But Bogaerts hitting 354, about the same batting average as Dansby Swanson, actually. He's got more at-bats, 65 at-bats, a solid OPS of 1.01. I think Bogaerts deserves at least a +1 or +2. I see Bogaerts getting a +1 this update, 83 overall, maybe a +2. Who cares? I just see him getting a nice, solid boost this time by. Shane Bieber. Shane Bieber, I told you guys to invest in 900 quick sell. I said there's no risk. It might be time to sell after Friday. Let me tell you why. There's no reason to sell right now. I obviously did because I wanted to invest in other cards, so you can do the same if you want to invest in other cards I'm talking about. If you find any other opportunities, my opportunity I found was Jack Flaherty. We'll talk about him later. But I just think that Shane Bieber, his last start against the Nationals, he had 2.3 ERA going into that start against the Nationals. If he closed the door on the Nationals and his ERA was below 2, he's getting a boost, right? And there's no risk. However, 9 hits versus the Nationals. What are we doing? I sold him. I was so mad. It was the 3rd inning of that game, and he gave up 3 runs already. I overreacted. I was so mad. I was watching him. I was like, dude, you're gonna be up 9. You're gonna be up 9 hits. The Nationals, really? So I got mad and I sold him. I raged. He finished the game with 6 innings pitched. So his ERA is only 2.88 now. He could get a +1. I don't think he deserves it after that last start against a not so great team. So we'll see what happens with him. Luis Castillo. Luis. All right. We got Castillo, right? Where is he? Oh my God, last page. That's crazy. All right, anyway, he's nuts. He's 24 innings pitched, and he's given up 2 runs all season. 0.7 ERA. He's getting a boost. 1,900. People think he's going diamond, maybe. I don't see diamond. I see 82 to 84. I think we'll take a nice +2 jump. This little roster update. Corey Seager. I bought 297 Corey Seagers at 600 stubs each yesterday. I saw him at quick sell. I was like, man, Corey Seager's quick sell, and he's hitting 360. He only has 39 at bats, and he's injured. The main thing is that he's injured. He's not going to play for 4 weeks, but he did hit 360 this period. Had an insane start to the season in 39 at bats. He had a 1.0 OPS, a 470 OBP. This is a long-term play. I think he's going to get an 80. I think he should definitely get a +1 this update, even in his short sample size. But I mean, hey, I think he deserves it, and then it's going to be a little bit of a hold situation. He'll be stuck at whatever they boost him to for the next couple of weeks. Nico Herner. Dude, what are these names? Seriously. I got to get better at these names, guys. It's my first time doing these rosters. Give me a break. I'll get used to it. I'll send Nico a nice little email. Hey, what's the pronunciation of your last name, please? He's hitting 333. That's what I'll respond. I'll be like, I'm hitting 333, bro. I don't got time to respond to your emails. Hitting 333, 68 bats. Really good start to the season for this guy. Not too many RBIs. I definitely see him getting a boost to at least an 82. I could see him even going to 83, +1, +2. I'm invested, and so are you guys. Then we're going to go to silvers now. We already have some of the gold predictions. Let's go to some silvers. First one we're going to start out with is Matt Chapman. Matt Chapman, absolute tear to the season. He's hitting, what, 400 something? Yeah, 421 average, 484 OBP, and a 1.2 OPS. Those are Little League numbers. Crazy start to the year. Where do I see him going, right? SDS doesn't really like doing the big chunk boosts. I mean, honestly, I could see him he definitely deserves at least an 82. If he doesn't go 82, something's wrong. He deserves at least a +3. In my eyes, if I was SDS, I'd boost him to an 83 or an 84. He's not going diamond. I think he deserves at least an 83 in my eyes. If he goes 83, I'm happy with it. If he goes 84, I'm still happy with it. If he goes 85, I don't know about that. If he goes 82, I'm a little disappointed in SDS. You know what I'm saying? Because he deserves to get a nice little boost. Then we're going to go to, let's go to Taylor Ward. Taylor Ward, I'm invested in him. I'm sure some of you guys are as well. Taylor Ward, he's hitting 250. This one hurts a little bit, right? He has bad. He's 4 for 21 in his last 7 games. He has a 190 batting average in his last 7 games. He kind of fell off a cliff, and it's disappointing. You hate to see it. I don't think he's going to update when he's hitting 190 in his last 7 games. Hopefully he can tear it up, but I don't see the +1 happening right now for Taylor Ward. Then we got Dustin May. I think Dustin May does deserve a bit of an update. He's been pitching very well as of late. Let me see if I can find him first. Dustin May, where are you? All right. People think he's going gold, as you can see, and for good reason. He has a 1.5 ERA in 18 innings. He's been dealing for the Dodgers. The strikeouts are something that worries me. What's his K per 9? 63. So there is some room. I mean, they kind of have it factored in. He only has 12 strikeouts in 18 innings. Obviously, there's better strikeout to innings ratios out there in the league. But the 1.5 ERA, he's a 78 though. I don't know, guys. I personally wouldn't be investing 350 stubs into him. But if he goes gold, we can see why he has a 1.4 ERA. Wouldn't be mad about it. Pablo Lopez, he's going gold as well. Whether it's 80 or 81 overall, I'm not sure, but he has a 1-point-something ERA and a bunch of innings pitched. He's been lights out. Then we got somebody like Jeffrey Springs. This is another tough one. Jeffrey Springs is pitching pretty well until, what was that noise? That was his elbow breaking. I was heavily invested in Jeffrey Springs, and then all of a sudden, snap, owner, blah, blah, blah. I can't pronounce it, bro. I'm not a doctor. But something bad happened to his arm. He's out for a couple months at least. So whatever overall they update him to, this update is where he's going to be for the next couple months. Think about that. He had a crazy good start to the season. He had 16 innings pitched, gave up 1 run. That 1 run came when he was injured in the same game. 0.56 ERA in 16 innings pitched. 24 strikeouts in 16 innings. That's not a 78 overall worthy. I think he should go to an 81 overall. Maybe even an 82. I could see him going to an 80 because he's injured and they're not going to give him that huge update. But just the fact that he's not going to be able to, whatever he lands at, this update, he's going to stay at that for the next couple months. That's why I think he deserves an 81. But we'll see what SDS thinks and what they're going to actually end up doing. Jordan Montgomery. Jordan Montgomery's an interesting little situation right here. He has another start, I believe, soon. He has another start before the roster update period, so that's going to be something to look into. He has a 2.4 ERA, and if he has the lights out start, that ERA is going to be closer to 2. He could go gold. I definitely think he could go gold easily if he has a good start. He's pitching very well. Probably one of the best starts to his season ever. He's averaging 1 strikeout per inning pitched. He deserves a boost for sure. Randy Randy, I don't know, bro. You guys know what I'm saying, right? Randy Arozarena. He's been playing pretty well. Where is this guy? Dude, like, oh man. My eyes just don't work when I'm... This is why, if you watch the gameplay, too cold in my room, eyes hurt, can't see when I'm hitting, you know what I'm saying? But Randy Arozarena, he's hitting 293. So he deserves a boost for sure. He has a nice his OPS is .864, but I just think that with the 293 batting average and a large sample size, 58 at bats, 17 RBIs is what you really need to see. 17 RBIs. His clutch, he's been very clutch for the Tampa Bay Rays this year. They're off to the hottest start of any team. They're 13-1, 14-1, 13-2. I don't know, but he's been a main contributor to that run the Tampa Bay Rays have had, and his 17 RBIs. Whew, that's a lot of RBIs right there. And then we're going to talk about one last guy. We're going to look at is Jesus Luzardo. Now I got to go back to starting pitchers. It's safer this way so I can actually see what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? But Jesus Luzardo, I think he deserves to go gold depending on what happens tonight. He has a start tonight on Monday, and his ERA right now is 1.93. We'll see what happens. I think that Jesus Luzardo definitely is a chance to go gold, and it depends on what happens tonight. Hope you guys liked the video. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button. Let me know, who do you think is going to get upgraded? Are we going to be rich after this? Subscribe.